What's going on, everybody? It is David Palmer, the Leo King, and welcome to your daily High Vibe TV. Thanks so much for being here, where we address things, whether they're negative or challenges, but always find a way for a positive solution and to manifest our lives in a better way. And my first daily thought today is about dreams. You know, dreams can actually be very powerful windows to our future. They can also be reflections of what we're going through in our subconscious. And I think it's very important for us to pay attention to our dreams in our life. One, they could be signs. They could be signs on not only how we're feeling, but they could be signs on what's to come. Now, it could be a very foggy place, dreams, of course, right? Doesn't mean that literally it's going to happen. If you dream about zombies coming to kill you, I doubt zombies are coming to kill you. But there could be a notion that you feel like you're being under attack. You might be going through a place of deep fears in your life. You might be facing deep anxieties. And so it pops out in those ways. Dreams can also be a place to where our emotions, our feelings don't really know where to go. So guess where they go? They go into our dreams and they play themselves out there. You know, this is actually really crazy. I heard this from Bashar, who's an awesome channeler for a living. And Bashar had channeled this very interesting message about pets and how the pets that we have in our life are a place in where we will allow them to go through the feelings that we don't want to feel. I know that might sound crazy, but that we could project our own feelings that we're not dealing with onto them, and they could go through certain situations or things in which we don't want to go through. So there's a lot to actually pay attention to, more than just dreams, but what are the things in our life, the feelings that we go through, and especially even maybe the thought patterns that we go through that we don't want to deal with, and where do they have to end up? Now, I'm a big believer that if we don't deal with our feelings and we hold on to them, it can create health issues, health problems. And I don't think that it's a coincidence, and it's an unfortunate one, but I don't think it's a coincidence that the sign in the zodiac of Cancer deals with emotions, and we have Cancer on the rampant all over the place right now, and how big of a deal it is because of the fact that, you know, I believe that it's a very deep emotional thing, that I feel that the emotions can really become very intense in our life if we're not dealing with them, that they can cause kind of an aspect which is like Cancer, holding on to things and not knowing how to release or deal with certain feelings. But I want to turn this back to dreams for a second, because I feel that dreams are an important part to pay attention to, because not only can dreams tell your future of what could be coming for you, but what they do is they really are taking all of your subconscious ideas, your thought patterns, and they're playing them out for you so you can make sense of them. Now, some people don't dream. And I think that personally, and now this is personally speaking, so this is like my own belief. This is not what I think is the only way. But I feel if you're having issues dreaming in your life, that there's some huge spiritual blockage going on. Because, and the other thing, or maybe you're over-medicated or something like that. Because dreams are necessary. This might sound ludicrous and crazy, but dreams are where we leave this reality and go to, in my opinion, when we go to bed. Now, the reason why, if you were to stay up for 4 days straight and not sleep and start seeing things, is because guess what? You're finally starting to see the other side. You're starting to see through the veil. And because we have to go to bed at night so we can return home. So we can return to those spiritual places. So we can return to our spiritual home and we can connect back with the other side, which I think is super important for us to pay attention to. I think it's super important for us to go home every night. Trust me, I've had my 3 or 4 day benders in my youth, and you know, when you get to that 3rd or 4th day, you start seeing things. That's when you know you need to go to bed. And I think that in our life, if we're not able to dream, if we're not connecting with the other side, then we need to see, well, what is it that we're not paying attention to, or what is it that's not allowing us to dream in our life? Because playing out some of these emotions in our dreams, bringing them to the other side, and another, whole aspect of dreams is taking dreams as actually taking you to other realms, other places, other dimensions. There's so many awesome aspects for dreams, but they're helping you become guides too, reflections of yourself and the signs in what is going on in your world. Nightmares can definitely scare the bejesus out of us sometimes, but they're usually a spot for you to realize where your fears are, to help you understand them, to help you reflect on them, and to probably help you get through them. Because sometimes we reach such a high anxiety or a high fear level in our life, and you know what? We have nothing left where to go, so the universe is gonna play a movie for you, or actually put you in a movie, in a spiritual movie, and have you go through the fear. And that's the way that this crazy consciousness and subconscious, and I want to say subconscious, works. Now, dreams, of course, can be deja vu, which I think is the allowing to let you know you're on the right path. If you don't know what deja vu is, it means you have dreamed it before and you've actually been to this place. It would be like me right now being on camera and having a dream that I was actually on camera saying these exact same things, and oh my gosh, and there's a crazy moment where you go, I was here, I did this, I was in a dream, I did this. Deja vus are letting you know it's fated, that you're on the right track, that everything is in the right direction, in the right place. So I think it's very important for people to pay attention to this. I think it's extremely important for people to realize that the less and less and less that they're feeling deja vus, maybe there's something that they need to alter and change in their life to go back to the direction to where they were feeling lots of deja vus in their life. Which I think is crucial. I think it's extremely important because deja vus are our sign. We're on the right road. I've been here. I know this is the place. And that's why I'm a huge believer in fate. I'm a huge believer in predetermination. I'm a huge believer in destiny. And I believe that the ultimate markers of destiny not only are in the heavens with the planets, but I also believe they are in our deja vu dreams. And that leads me to my story of the day. Well, this story of the day actually goes with not only, deja vus and dreams, but I kept a dream diary for, I don't know, I'd have to look in it. It's about 2 years. And it was when I was going through the worst time in my life with my anxiety, but also the highest time in my life with my spirituality and my astrology. And every day, what I did was I would wake up and I would write the dream that I had, right? So I'd write the dream. Okay, whatever. I was in here's an example. And this is where I'm just going to cut to the chase. I wrote a dream one morning where I had a dream I was back in high school and I was hanging out with some friends and, I don't know, we were doing a bunch of things, right? I'd have to look in the diary, but I'll never forget this. And I remember being like, man, I haven't been to my high school. I haven't seen my high school for like 10 years or something. I hadn't driven by it, nothing like that. It had been a while. And so that day, a bunch of random stuff happened to where I ended up driving by my high school. And I was like, you got to be freaking joking me right now. So I stopped, I went in the back parking lot, had my little reminiscent of things, and I was like, that's so crazy. It's so weird. I had maybe 40 or 50 incidences where I dreamed situations, wrote it in the morning, and then that day, parts of those dreams played out, showed up. And that was what started to really freak me out, was I was like, whoa, are dreams actually showing us what's coming, what's going to happen? So I used my dream book or journal as a way to try and understand what's going on with my life. On the other hand, I used my dream journal every day to understand what my fears were and what my problems were, what my challenges were, or where I was feeling, because I also made it a journal. So I would write the dream, then I would write in my journal after the dream how my day went, and then I would see what the dream would be that night. So it was like I was connecting from dream day to dream day, dream day. And I was starting to notice, kind of like a sandwich, on how the dreams were almost in a weird way connecting to the reality in which I was living in constantly. I need to start doing that again. Some of the best ones that I had were when I would go to other worlds. Now, I think that takes a lot of work spiritually in the dream world of having to learn how to navigate inside dreams, because navigating inside dreams is not easy, because it's usually we're in a dream and we just kind of go with it, and then we wake up and whoa, and it's especially right when we wake up that the dream hits its most intense spot, especially during REM. You know, we're just like, whoa, we're in there. But it's about, I've had moments where I was in REM, woke up for a second, go, I'm going back and I'm going to use this dream to wherever I want to go. And what freaked me out the most was when I started to go to places that were not on Earth. So I'm going to say that again, not on Earth. If you start to really think about all the dreams you've had in your life, they're very Earth-based. Probably 99.9% of the dreams are Earth-based, right? You're eating, you're talking to a friend, you're running away, and then you're on a snowmobile, and then you're flying, and then you're, you know, going through a crazy situation. When I started going to other worlds that I can't even describe what they look like, but colors and drooping like goop and like being in a pod and like falling 20 million miles down the pod and crazy places that the universe brought me, that's when I started really seeing the edges of the universe. It was like dreams were a place where I could get in the vessel to go where I wanted to go. So, sure, might sound crazy, but I think that dreams, especially in this reality, I think as humans we get way too caught up on this reality, like when are we going to get on a spaceship, and when are we going to go to another planet, and when are we going to see aliens? It's like, I've already been there, done that one. I already do that in my REM, and people think dreams are just a thing in your mind. I'm a huge believer that they're real and that we are actually there. And I'm a bigger believer that when we fall asleep in those other worlds, that this right here is another dream. So that's me though, and that's been my experience with dream work. And to be honest with you, I would say that my biggest spiritual job that I'm doing on myself this life is trying to understand and work through my subconscious and work through my dreams. It's not only in my astrology, but it's in everything that I practice and that I do. That I'm a huge dream listener. And about, I would say 70% of the dreams that I have, I can't even talk about with people. They're too personal. I'm working out my own issues, and I work them out in my own crazy, weird ways. And I really like, you know, I don't like talking about them to people because they are crazy. They are out there. They are weird. They are always bringing up the weirdest stuff. And I bet you, you know, just even bringing up this conversation, a lot of people won't even, will actually probably admit or at least resonate with me on that, oh yeah, like my dreams are way crazy. I don't know if I should talk to them, especially when they deal with people and they deal with situations that maybe you don't want to tell other people, or maybe that you would be like, oh yeah, I don't know about that. And I think that it's important for you, if you do keep a dream diary or you do keep a dream journal, you protect it. So what I did is at the beginning of the dream journal, I literally wrote in it like, my intention that I was going to intend to use this book to uncover my subconscious, release all my fears, find more positivity, and find more, help through my anxiety and stuff like that. Then I wrote a second note, and I said, for anybody who is opening this book, please leave now with your good conscience. I'm asking you for my privacy. I'm asking for you to not read into this book and yada, yada, yada. So at least I put that out there so people don't start treading through my personal space, my personal journal, and my personal dreams, because I think that's a very personal place to be. Now, to pump you up about this, I don't know, pumping you up about dreams, I don't know if there's an award for that or anything. But, I think that the best way that I could say this is find a way in your life to realize that if you're not dreaming, you're going to have to start to find a way to dream. Dreaming is the highest form of spirituality, in my opinion, because it is when you are finally there. Here on earth, we seem to think it's when we reach a place in meditation or when we reach a place in something that we've learned of knowledge or wherever. But the truth is that when you're in a dream state and you're in dreams, you're already there. You're not even here anymore. You've made it there. You're already there. So I think that it's important for us, if you're having dream issues, there's a lot that you're going to have to fix to get there. The other thing is, if you are dreaming, start using your dreams. We sleep, I don't know, I forgot the percent, right? 30% of our lives or something like that? 30% of your life is on the other side. Why don't you start mastering and start manifesting and making some awesome things happen in that world? It'll blow your mind what you can do in dream world. It'll blow your mind what you can find out about yourself in dream world. It'll blow your mind about what you can realize on how to make this life better through the work of what you do with your dreams. Now, I don't know if you know, but every day I do a horoscope on futurelife.tv. We also got 11 other practitioners on there. We do tarot cards, we do lifestyle, health and wellness. Why don't you check it out? Love and relationships, all at futurelife.tv for your 7-day free trial, and I'll be back in a minute. Hi, Grandma, how are you? Oh, I'm doing good. No, I'm eating really healthy right now in my life. Lots and lots of vegetables, yeah. And potatoes too, they're vegetables, aren't they? Yeah, no, I'm eating healthy. I feel really good. Yeah, I'm in shape too. Oh, my relationship, Grandma? Oh, it's going great. We're really connected right now. No, the love's there. She's lots of attention. We really have really interesting conversations too. No, yeah, don't worry about me, Grandma. It's going good. Oh, my dreams. You don't have to worry about my dreams. They're always coming true. Yeah, financially, everything's going good. I've got everything I want, the job I want. Yeah, everything's going good there. Future Life? What's that, Grandma? I know, I'll follow your advice. What is it? It's a new app? I'll check it out. Future Life.
Future Life. Wake up to your future like you've never seen before.
Hey, welcome back to futurelife.tv. I'm your host, David Palmer, the Leo King, and thanks so much for being here today. Now, my challenge of the day, I'm sure you already know what it is. I challenge you to go buy a journal and keep a dream diary for this week. Write down your dream in the morning right when you wake up. I know it could be hard. You might have your husband, your wife next to you. You might have some weird energy going on, or maybe, you have to get in the rhythm of remembering to write it. Trust me, there were days where I went weeks without writing, even months, and then I would come back and go, oh, I need to get back on this thing again. So be easy on yourself about it. But a dream diary with journal. I know that might sound like what? So a dream diary, writing your dream, and then writing what happened in your day, and then writing the next day what your dream is. And after a week, start looking at weird connections that you find. This will actually start to prove to you that there is a connection to dreams being connected to what's going to happen in your future, your life, And the more that you do this, the more synchronicity you'll find with deja vus, the more things that you'll find with connecting with the other side and listening to things about what your future could look like. I'm a big believer that, the future can be really found in dreams. The other challenge is if you do not know how to truly connect with dreams, like you have a dream issue. The challenge this week is to be looking into ways that you can dream. Maybe look it up on Google. I don't know the scientific aspects of what it could be, but from my own experience, usually it's people who over-medicate, like people when they smoke too much marijuana, or they're on too many prescriptions, or they're on too many of this, or they're drinking too much, or, usually it's an over of something that's keeping you here, that's not letting you leave, that's not letting you go to the other place. Because you got to think of your soul as like when you go to sleep, your soul pieces out. Your soul's like, all right, body's relaxing and chilling. I'm bored. I don't want to sit here. Do you think the soul sleeps? That's a good question of the day. Do you think that the soul sleeps? I don't think so. Because how come in dreaming, I'm consciously aware of what I'm doing. I'm doing things constantly while I'm dead asleep, physically, body-wise. But the soul never sleeps. And so that is your challenge is, if you're not dreaming, why are you missing out on your soul's full life experience? This world is more than just this world. This world is more than just now from the time you wake up to the time you fall asleep. Those hours you're sleeping is a whole nother part. Now, granted, it's not the whole part of this world, but you'd be crazy to think that there is not another part of this life in this world that there is mastery in, connection to, and a reason for it to happen. For you to think that dreams are just dreams just are a crazy fascination of our mind or whatever, only scientific, that's your own thing. But from my personal experience, it's the heavyweight of the highest spiritual place to go. And on my final thoughts today, I want to say, dreams are associated with what dreams we have in our life as far as our goals that we want to accomplish and so forth. But if you can't master dreams on their own, and nobody has officially mastered dreams, if that makes sense, not even myself, because I think they are the hardest spiritual modality to master this life. I think it's harder than astrology. I think it's harder than tarot. I think it's harder than all the modalities. I think it's harder than meditation. I think mastering dreams is the echelon of spiritual mastery, because there's future, past, subconscious, other world, guides, all of it's connected in one space. And it's learning to use that vibration and connect in that energy and do something with it all. So definitely pay attention to that. Pay attention to that space and give it more credit. Give it more, credence, I guess you could say, because I think a lot of people just don't pay attention to it. People don't give it enough. I know a lot of people might have a dream dictionary, or a lot of people might want to go online the night they have a crazy dream and then put it in Google and say, oh yeah, look at what this means. Usually, literally, it doesn't mean sometimes what these dream dictionaries say. Everybody has their own unique story and their own unique experience. So you need to be your own dream interpreter. I'm not saying that you can't use a dream dictionary or a dream Google search, because there's some amazing information in some of those interpretations. But you are the one that needs to make the ultimate interpretation of them all. And you're the one who's the one that can always make this life more positive and high vibe every day. Thanks so much for being here. Follow us on High Vibe TV on Facebook. We got a lot of things coming as we're building the network right now. Anyway, we'll see you for Friday tomorrow.